Welcome viewers. Today again we have some dynamic people from Mississauga Dolphins here again. So today we have Araf with us and we have Hassan with us. So welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. So we talked about a little bit of the Mississauga Dolphins in the previous show, and today we have the more youth. Last time we have I think Farhan with us as a youth, and today we have Hassan. So both very dynamic and youth players. So welcome to the show again. And could you want to introduce yourself? You know, like what level you?
So my name is Araf Shahid. I joined Dolphins full time last year, but I've been fortunate enough to know these guys for a very, very long time through T20 cricket, through BCL cricket, what we first started with.
Yeah.
Fortunate enough, also last year I was able to lead the premier team.
Okay.
And we had a great season that led us to a championship.
Yeah.
Now this year we'll be entering as an elite team.
Elite team. Ali.
Hi. So I'm Ali Hassan. I'm Ali Hassan. I've been with Dolphins for around 4 years.
Okay.
Started playing cricket since a very young age, grade 4 I would say.
Okay.
Started back in Pakistan, Lahore. My college, at Eastern College, we used to have a pretty extensive cricket programs.
Sorry, which college you were?
Eastern College.
Atchison?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Not renowned for.
Do you remember like how many people from Atchison who played really good cricket?
Yeah, we still have honor boards from Imran Khan or Miss Raja still up there as an inspiration to all the youth coming up.
Okay.
Like as growing up, it was always a dream to have your name alongside them on the honor boards.
Okay.
Like each year I would remember that one person would get the cricket colors, like the cricket honors for the college team. So growing up, that was always a dream. Started grade 4, worked my way up to college team in grade A levels.
Okay.
And that was 2010. Played cricket with a lot of people. People coming from NCA and stuff like that. Had a tour to India as well, and then came.
You had a tour with India?
I went to India, played a couple of matches in Shimla.
To like touring with which team?
It was a goodwill to. It was a goodwill gesture from our colleges. So our college is part of like 6 colleges that predates partition.
Okay.
So we have alliance with them. We visit them 1 year and they visit us next year.
Okay.
So we went to Shimla as part of that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's up there. Not a lot of good grounds because of the altitude, but it was still a good experience. Late T20. Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
So
that was 2010. Came here to Canada. Didn't know much about cricket here.
Okay.
But I was studying in Waterloo, so didn't come to Toronto and Toronto and Mississauga that much.
Okay.
Came back for a couple of job terms. 2014. Started playing. A friend of mine introduced me to Adil, who runs Mississauga Dolphins. Got started, told them about myself, and that's the first time I joined Dolphins.
Okay.
Didn't play TND till 2015, I would say.
Okay.
Started in Division 4, and mashallah now I worked my way up to Division 1. Last year I was captain of Division 2 team.
Okay.
We had great success. So I'm a keeper, so I'm very vocal in the field as well.
Okay. So Araf, when did you hear about Dolphins? कहाँ से मिले आपको ये लोग? कहाँ से आपने ढूंढा इनको?
To be honest with you, I met Adil long time ago in a Sheridan gym.
Okay.
So we were forming a T20 team just amongst friends. At that time there was no Dolphins. We were just forming a T20 team amongst friends just to join, have fun, because most of us never played hardball at that time.
Okay.
So when we played that, I decided, hardball is something we could be good at together.
Yep.
So at that time, Adil made his own team, Dolphins, and at that time we were fortunate enough to play for a different club for Sheridan. We joined our own team in the TND.
Okay.
But at the same time, Dolphins was working towards their way in BCL, EDCL, but I was playing TND with a few of the guys that are.
And this is what year approximately you're talking about?
We're talking about 2009, 2010 approximately.
10, okay. This is before you just told me, before Mississauga Cricket Club, or
so at that time I didn't play the Mississauga Cricket
Club.
For Mississauga Cricket Club, I got my first chance. A lot of the guys that we were playing T20 with, other than Adil and myself, everybody was also already playing TND, except us. So I kind of wanted to experience what the hype is. What is TND?
Okay.
So fortunate enough, I got to play with a lot of good friends with Sheridan.
Okay.
Adil saw that we were winning a lot of championship in BCL. We were winning a lot of championship in EDCL. Adil thought it's time to take the step up.
Okay.
So at that point, what Adil did, he reached out to Sheridan. Actually, that's where we come in. We've been playing with them.
Okay.
Side by side, we were playing against each other this whole time in T20 formats and everything. So Adil reached out to us to merge with us.
Okay.
That was a great thing because at the same time we got to help out, but got to learn a lot more about Dolphins in depth.
Okay. All right. So Hassan, as you mentioned that you were with the Hutchinson College, which is, you are pretty experienced. So when did you came to Canada?
2010, I just came for university.
Okay. So you did schooling here? Which school you went to?
No, I just University of Waterloo. So I
University of Waterloo?
postgrad, yeah.
Okay. So postgrad, what did you do?
Accounting.
Accounting?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? You did
I
schooling
did
here?
marketing in Sheridan.
Marketing in Sheridan, and that's very good. So are you guys like working now, or are you still in
yeah.
school?
Yeah.
I started 2 years now.
So you guys pretty much are sponsoring your teams too, or no?
I don't know about him, but I'm considered a senior in my team now.
Oh, you're senior, okay. Yeah, you don't look that senior. I have met a couple of people. Actually, I was at the King City when you guys were playing your final. I was there, not recording anything, but I was there just to witness. Adil is a good friend of mine. So for that, so that's good. So how do you guys find this club different than other clubs?
Well, a lot has changed in this club this
Okay.
year that I really like.
Okay.
For example, practices we take very, very seriously.
All right.
A teammate named Arman Kapoor is actually running the
Oh yeah,
practices for us.
good guy.
Great guy, running the practices as we're actually, getting ready for outside. Usually what happens, teams take practices very lightly, especially for a team that won 2 back-to-back championships, right?
Yeah.
A lot of those people would take this time off and not work so hard.
Sure.
But at this time, we're actually working 3 hours every weekend, and outside the weekend, I see a lot of guys working hard on their own. So, when the time comes, they're ready for it already.
Okay.
So I love the brotherhood, and I love the people that are working hard,
Okay.
and I love the people being rewarded by a deal for it afterwards.
Okay, that's good. So I need to talk to Adil about it. Like Adil, all the hard work these guys are putting, make sure you give a good reward. So Hassan, how do you see this club different than?
I think a lot of what Araf said strikes true.
Okay.
And apart from that, it's just the feeling of brotherhood and the feeling of nurturing people. Like last year, I didn't realize that we were playing so many under 18 people as well. Like that is something that is very different from other clubs that I know of. Like I haven't played much with other clubs, but I haven't seen under 18 come up to the ranks playing TND, division, even Premier. I think we had a couple of guys playing like that.
Yeah.
And the focus on fitness and brotherhood, apart from cricket, it's just not on the field, but off the field as well. Like we spend time with each other. Like there are events, barbecue events, there's city events that we go up to. It's the feeling of nurture and brotherhood that I haven't seen in other clubs.
Another club. Okay, that's good. Yeah, because I think I saw you guys at Ikra Khalid's event. I'm not sure you guys were there or no.
I don't know if you were there.
I wasn't.
I wasn't there also.
You were there, okay. No, that was a good event, and Yorkie, the most favorite guy or the girl, the most favorite person from your club, Yorkie, he or she, I don't know, but it was there.
It's a mystery.
It was there.
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery. Yeah, that's good. We're gonna keep it that way. No, that's nice, and especially like the youth, the under 18, because I think that's the point. I realized that I should stop playing is when I used to play, and these very young guys, half of my age, and they hit the ball onto mid-on and take 2. And we were like looking at us like, okay, I think it's time to make some decisions. Score किया, ठीक है ना? तो बारी-बारी में आप दोनों से पूछ लेता हूँ. Welcome back, viewers. So we are talking with the Mississauga Dolphin gang. Here is Araf and Hassan. So Araf, like last year, you guys won the Premier Division championship, right? So how do you deal with the senior people in your team? I think Arman was in your team and other people. What was their behavior and how do you control them?
I'll be honest with you. Actually, Arman and I have been playing cricket for a very long time.
Okay.
And there was 2 other senior players that we've been playing for a long time as well, which is Daniel and Taha Ali.
Yep.
And I got to meet with Taha Hamid, which I've never played with, but he was one of the senior players.
Okay.
What you take from these senior players, you take a lot of advice because they've been through those tough situations at the same time as you have. And combine it, you come out with the best advice or best, whatever there is at that point, and you take their advice and you give them advice and you work together with them. Okay.
So from winning the Premier and going into Elite, is it adds a lot of pressure on you guys?
Oh, definitely. Because I feel like Elite is a higher level than Premier, obviously, right? So that means it requires you to do more. There's one thing to get there, but it's one thing to kind of stay there, or it's one thing to kind of take the next step. And our goal is always just to make it playoffs and then go from there.
Okay.
You gotta set small goals, and our small goal right now is just to make playoffs. Right.
Okay. What about Ali? Your team?
I think there's a lot of different people in the team and a lot of seasoned veterans as well. So just going on by that, sometimes you just feel that your captaincy is coming under a lot of criticism and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the people in our team, they don't let you feel that way. They just let you make your own decisions. Like in case they always have their ears open, and if you want to ask for advice, there's not a lot of conflict on the field. Like even if there is something, then we can take it off the field, obviously. But on the field, there's one team, there's one unit, and there's one goal in mind.
Okay.
And as far as the championship goes, we made it. Each year we went from Division 4 to Division 3 and Division 2 and then now Division 1. Hopefully there's a pressure to make it to the Premier this year as well. And it also gets to you a bit as well because we finished number 1 in both last year and the year before last. But now the teams are getting more competitive as well.
Yeah, लेकिन इसमें प्रेशर तो नहीं आता कि खुद भी बहुत परफॉर्म करना पड़ रहा है, ऐसा तो नहीं कि आपकी परफॉर्मेंस पीछे रह गई और टीम आगे जा रही है, तो हाउ डू यू गाइस हैंडल दैट सिचुएशन?
In this team, luckily, I feel like everyone loves to compete.
Okay.
They like to win, so they like to compete to win.
Okay.
So with that being said, pressure. I don't think the pressure is there for performing or anything. The pressure is only there to compete to win. Everyone's a very hard worker. We work really hard in the off season to kind of put that into the put it in the season. Now in terms of going back to there's more pressure on the captain or not, I personally don't think so. Like even though as for batting unit we didn't have.
नहीं, अगर आप परफॉर्म नहीं कर रहे हो बीच में रिकॉर्ड लगता है?
I can't say that because I ended up with the highest scorer and the highest wicket taker in the team for the season.
So you made Adil's job very easy, right?
I don't know if I made it easy, but it worked out.
Okay. Hassan, Ali,
थोड़ा odd लगता है sometimes because you aren't scoring, other people are scoring, but then it's a team sport at the end of the day. So you expect कि कोई हर दफा एक बंदा आएगा वो स्कोर करेगा, you have to rely on other people as well. Like एक दो मैच में स्कोर नहीं किया, it's not other people don't ask you questions, you have to look within yourself, you need to know that you need to perform up to your potential.
कितने मैच खेलने पड़े आपको लीग में? कितने मैच खेलने होते हैं आपके डिवीजन में? 16. और आप?
I was out for half season, so I played 8 games, but then I was playing other divisions as well, so got a good experience.
सही है. No, because like you guys know that you have an advantage, right? कि जैसे आपकी टीम में आप ऊपर की डिवीजन के लोग भी नीचे ला सकते हो, कुछ लोग अदर देन सीडेड प्लेयर और नीचे की डिवीजन में अच्छा खेल रहा है उसको भी ऊपर लेके जा सकते हो. And I think TND had this rule like under 23 कि under 23 can play from any team. Do they still have this rule?
I am not sure.
Okay, but they used to have,
because we had some under 18 players play. I'm not sure about under 18 or under 20.
No, like under 23 they used to have this rule, maybe under 19 or 23 के from any team, right? So we used to see some kids, I call them kids, it's like they like play under 19 in the morning and then they play again and they like and then next day you see them from another team. वो किसी और टीम की तरफ भी खेल रहे होते हैं, तो बड़ा वो तो एनर्जी हम लोग नहीं खेल पाते थे, तो एक्चुअली इज गुड. तो वैसे कैसा माहौल रहता है? आप लोग किस किस्म के कैप्टन हो? लाइक डांट के सरफराज की तरह डांट डपट वाले हो या इमरान खान की तरह दूर से जो है वो लिप रीड्स करने पड़ते हैं आपके, या कैसी आपका स्टाइल कैसा है कप्तानी का?
I would say both. At sometimes you got to be make your presence be felt there.
Yeah.
At sometimes you got to be laid back. At the same time, we have an under 18 program as well.
Yeah.
So I actually went up to a deal before the season and I said I want to promote that. And how I promote that is by taking at least 2 players every game from under 18 and promote them into Premier. So unless and until they get that game situation pressure, they won't really feel it. It's one thing to perform under 18, but while you're under 18 and going there and performing in the Premier Division or Second Division, it's different. And I can say one thing for the Second Division guys, I think they had a better actual season record than us, and they never needed our help. You know how for people going down and playing down, they never needed our help.
I think mostly what happened was like we had to lend them people.
Yeah,
so
we had to lend us people.
Because like this. So Ali and both second division I think is a 2-piece ball, right?
That's something you would know.
No,
you remember?
No, not that familiar with that.
Achha. And then Premier, I think first Premier and Elite and maybe Premier, Elite and Sigma, they're like 4-piece balls, right? So it's it's a technical question, right? It's very different, 2-piece versus 4-piece, right? The swing, then 2-piece, the swing is natural. It's like we had this one guy, he used to put it outside of his stump, it goes wide on the leg stump. So I just wanted to know, okay, did you feel any difference when you from second did you promote yourself to some time to come to first division or premier division? You get a chance to play
a couple of matches with the first division and the premier division, premier as well. Okay. And it's a bit different. You have to adapt to the playing conditions. Obviously, playing conditions and the pitch and the ground matters a lot.
Yeah.
So like the matches that I played with them, they did not need me to do a good job. Like they did not need me to do a job at all at times.
So you're like water boy or something like that?
Specialist keeper maybe.
So sorry for that. So you are a batsman, bowler, or all-rounder? But your right hand, left hand?
Right-handed.
Right-handed. What number do you like to play?
I like to bat between 5 to 7.
5 to 7.
But usually in the middle of the season, I went somewhere between. Sometimes I had to go 4. I actually even opened a few games.
Okay.
In batting, we actually struggled as a team.
Okay.
We actually won most of our game with bowling.
Okay. What about your bowling stance? Like what's your bowling style?
I bowl leg spin.
Oh, that's nice.
Even though I personally don't consider that I had a good of a bowling season, but stats don't always tell the story. That's how I like to feel. There's 2 guys, I think they were just so dominating in our team in terms of like just bowling, holding so much pressure. I would get wickets anyways.
Okay.
And I want to mention those guys, Taha Ali and Sunny Bhai.
Sunny was
his full name is Hassan Riyaz, sorry.
Yeah, the lefty guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like him.
So much pressure on the batsmen.
Yeah.
I could just ball full tosses and I get wickets all day. There was games where Sunny.
So you were like the Hassan Ali of your team.
It worked.
So like other people put pressure and then Hassan Ali comes, he gets wicket.
It worked. And most importantly, what worked more than that was our fielding. Our fielding unit was very, very strong and very competitive.
Okay. What about you?
I'm a keeper batsman. I started playing a bit down the order, like lower order, but then I promoted myself up the order, like 3 and 4, because the team thought I would do a better job there. And usually I felt like I have to, hold the ship steady, like in case there's a collapse, because Division 2, there's a lot of young people, they don't know how to play 40 overs.
Why you pick to be a keeper?
Well, I always wanted to in the game, The keeper is one person who's always in the game. You bowl, you go fine leg, you go third man out of the game. Ball doesn't come for you ages. Like keeper, I felt like 40 overs, 50 overs, every ball you have to be attentive. You are in charge of everything. You have a central view of the whole ground as well, like the batsman view. So I felt that job was very appealing to me.
I'll tell you like why I want to be a keeper, because the keeper, every team needs a keeper. So you'll be performing really bad, but your position is pretty. So I think like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I thought it's time to be a keeper. Doesn't matter how do you play, you get a place in the team. But no, your team is good. It was just a joke apart. That's good. So for both of your team, do you want to mention a few people or your team who really worked hard throughout the season and have big contribution for you to become a champion?
I would be wrong if I didn't mention every single one of them. I'll be honest with you.
Name them.
I would like to give a shout out to Javier.
Okay.
He was one of our best batsmen throughout the season.
Okay.
I would like to give a shout out to Sid Hart Manotra. What happened with Sid, sorry, I said Siddharth Manotra, let me take that back. Sid Rastogi. Okay. What happened with Sid, he's actually a very, very good bowler, but we couldn't give him a lot of chances because we had so many bowlers.
Okay.
But what we did, we gave him a chance to bowl in the finals.
Nice.
And he bowled so well that he changed the full game around.
Okay.
I would like to give a shout out to my 2 best friends. I would have not done this without them. It's Taha Ali and Arman Kapoor. I just couldn't have done it without them. Their support was...
Taha Ali, Taha Usmani, 2 different people?
Yeah, we actually have 3 Tahas.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to get to the 3rd Taha.
Okay.
But with Taha Ali and Arman Kapoor, they always had my back. And obviously, it's a seniors player that I've been playing with over 6 years together with.
Sure.
And lastly, I would like to also give mention to Daniel Abrar and Taha Hamid, because they were also senior players and also someone that's been playing for Dolphins.
Okay.
And they're so talented in their department, what they do. Daniel's a keeper.
Okay.
Taha Hamid is an all-rounder. We always depended on those 2 to come and do something for us.
Okay.
And lastly, I would really, really love to shout out Adil because he changed the whole dynamic of Dolphins Cricket Club.
Yeah.
From someone...
Adil still plays?
Adil tries to play sometimes.
Okay.
But
you guys make sure he doesn't play.
we try our best. We try our best.
Okay.
But he's changed this club upside down from having just playing in BCL, EDCL to being champions in TND.
Yeah.
Having an under 18 program, holding practices for everybody. Adil actually does a lot for this club.
Yeah, we heard this Adil Nama in the last program too, so we're just going to keep this, because I want to save some things for Adil to come. So Adil, you and Arman, you guys have to come to this show now. So Hassan, what about you?
I think, again, Araf, right on point. 11 people on the team, all of them do an excellent job all the time. But to mention a few, batting, Amit Thakur, my deputy, absolutely stunning season. Like, he was the highest run getter in the season. Dependable person, like, when he's there, out there, he's going to finish the job.
Sure.
And Ubair as well, Ubair, Mazhar Bhai, Rahil Bhai, excellent batsman. At the bowling end of the spectrum, I would say Bilal Asif had a brilliant tournament. Whole season, top wicket taker for us. Final stood out for us as well.
So this is your chance. You can look at the camera and thank these guys.
Thank you guys, especially all the
say all the names and then we'll say thank you. If you forget them, don't worry about it. Just keep saying.
Okay. Amit Thakur, Ubair, Bilal, Fawaz, Sani Bhai, Hassan, Abuzar. All of you guys had a great season. Hopefully you guys will continue this season as well. And I have high expectations from you guys as well this season.
You want me to say the names?
Yeah, sure.
I would like to say thank you to Taha Ali, Taha Ahmed, Sid, Javier, Vidura, Arman Kapoor, Hassan, Abuzar, Sani Bhai. Thank you so much. We couldn't have done it without you guys.
Yeah, and from my side, if they forget somebody's name, don't forget them. Just, call them and message them. No, because it happens, we always forget somebody's name, and so guys, don't be disheartened. We know exactly who you are, so that's good. So, what other activities you guys do other than playing? Do you guys do anything for the team bonding, or how's the off season? How's the off season goes?
We try to chill almost every weekend, to be honest with you.
Okay.
After practices.
So I guess most of us, you have not married yet.
Oh, most of us are actually.
Okay,
it's been married.
Oh, that's good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay.
So after practices, just last practice actually, 15 of us showed up to Nando's.
That's good.
Yeah, so it's after practices, we like to bond and just go out somewhere.
So Nando's, you should sponsor these guys now.
So with that being said, off season, we try to hang out with each other more, because I feel like when you're on the field with somebody, you're having that personal connection, right? Unless you build that on the off season, you're not going to have it during the season.
Okay. So you have altogether about 8 teams, I guess? How many teams do you guys have?
I think it's a bit less this time.
Yeah, it's a bit less.
I'm not sure, how many teams do you guys have?
I believe we only have under 18 team now.
No, we have 8 under 18.
First division. And elite.
And elite, okay.
We used to have a lot of teams.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We're going back to, I think, EDCL days and BCL days. We did have 8-9 teams.
Okay.
But now we're shorting down to 3 teams and focusing more on TND.
Last year we played like more leagues as well. Like we had a team in MCL, HTCL as well.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Different 3 teams but playing in different leagues. So that becomes you guys played on the MCL?
I don't think we're playing this MCL this year.
But we played last year, right?
Last year we did.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I got together. Do you guys play Hamilton?
Hamilton League we did play last year.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Let's see, this year, Adil, what comes up with the uniform and different, he always tries different things, and he does. So what's your ideal in cricket? Who do you thought, I want to be like this, or maybe somebody really inspired you? Doesn't have to be, local. Actually, let's talk about local and then international both.
Okay, so for locally, a lot of people would be, the style of cricket that I play. Obviously, I was very inspired by Chima.
Okay. Rizwan Chima. That's good.
With that being said, because my favorite player growing up was Shahid Afridi, so you can see, the similarity there.
Okay.
And then, that's who I always looked up to, where I wanted to be like.
So Shahid Afridi is coming in town, you know that, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's coming on 28th of April for the charity of his hospital he made in his father's name in Kohat. So he's coming in town. So, make sure you have a seat.
Oh, for sure.
Were you there last year when you came?
Last year, no, unfortunately, I was on a trip somewhere else while he was
here. So this time is Friday, April, so it's, let's see. So what about you?
I think growing up, I think every child's dream was Shahid Afridi. Like I used to go to the barber and like, I want to have that haircut. When I bowl, my hair has to like fly in the air just by the bowling style. But like once you grow up, you were like middle order batsman. I was like currently I'm really inspired by Quinton de Kock. Like especially the keeper, like you keep wickets for 90 overs in a test match, you go open the innings right away. It's something that you build through pressure as well. Your performance has to be on top notch. Your fitness has to be top notch as well.
Who's from Pakistan side? Which is your ideal keeper?
Moeen Khan. Like I love Moeen Khan. Like I used to watch highlights of '92 World Cup. Like he used to keep and he used to hit the winning runs as well. The semi-final, final, like it's love the guy.
Okay, but he was not the safest hand in the Pakistan cricket history. Great guy, yes. So, but it's everybody.
It's a great pity that Rashid Latif and Moeen Khan came at the same time in Pakistani era. Like they two would have made a great name if they played one after each other.
Yeah.